Phinde ngibingelele bazalwane egameni lenkosi yethu Jesu. Saqhubeka nesifundo ke. So into ebesiyenza ke la sizama ukuprova u2014 ukuthi uyiSunday law. And so sithi ke sifuna ukubona ukuthi le Sunday law injani, izovela injani, iqhamuka injani, because we are saying iSunday law, it is not about this issue ye-Sunday ne-Sabbath. If usilandela i-methodology esiyisebenzisayo, parables, you have literal to spiritual. So if bekuzoba i-Sunday Sabbath issue ngo-1888, that was a literal history. So in the spiritual history, kusho ukuthi ile history yethu, we should expect something else. And sithi ke yonke leyo nto, it is to do with equality. And so ke we are building upon izinto ebese sihlele sibuildile phezu kwazo. If sikhuluma ngale chiasm yokuthi Eden to Eden, if siyakhumbula lawo ma lessons, history qale Eden izophela futhi Eden. And so sithi ke isono sokuqala ke i-curse yokuqala yangene Eden, it is inequality. Leya nto kuthiwa i-patriarchy, leya nto ye-sexism, ukucwasa umuntu wesifazane, indoda manje is important. Sekungene leya nto ye-headship, and sithi leya nto ye-headship, it is not the order of God. So isono sesibili sangenisa i-curse ye-Sabbath breaking. Ubani? uCain mebulala umfowabo, uzohamba ubuild city, abuild isizwe, asifundise ukuphula imithetho kaNkulunkulu, particularly the Sabbath. Ngoba uzofundisa abantu ukuthi baphumule noma ingaluphi usuku, bakhonze noma ingaluphi usuku abafuna ukukhonza ngalo abantu. Right? And so isono sesithathu ke is the sin of Ham, lezi esoletha slavery and ne-racism. And so ke zihamba kanjalo nje, inequality, Sabbath breaking, and then slavery. So when you get to a cross, isiphambanweni is a turning point. La ke manje uKristu restore zonke izinto ezimoshakele, ezimoshwe isono kulomhlaba. And so ke manje in our history, history ke ka modern Israel, la ke uzobona uKristu ke efinisha kumsebenzi wakhe ke manje once and for all. Meqala ukuthi aqale ngeslavery, the sin of Ham, right? Uzoqale alungise le issue ye slavery. And then bese into elandelayo, this Sabbath breaking, the sin of Cain, right? So this is why ngo-1888 sikhuluma nge-Sunday law, or ngo-1863 sikhuluma nge-slavery. Uyabona? So 1888 sesikhuluma ngani manje? Nge-Sunday law, because uNkulunkulu ulungisa this sin of Cain, i-Sabbath breaking. So because ekhona abantu manje abakhonza uNkulunkulu on the Sabbath. Uyabona? And so ke manje, this is why the devil is enforcing this Sunday, because uyabona manje ukuthi uNkulunkulu is restoring all things. So sithi ke manje, at the end of the world, the issue is not about Sabbath, Sunday. Sithi it's about equality, because sesifike ekugcineni manje we are dealing with the sin of Eve in Eden. Or just before Eden, singing Eden, this sin of Eve, fanele uNkulunkulu edilile naso. This inequality, patriarchy, sexism, headship, noma ngayiphi indlela osibiza ngayo. But this is all about inequality. So njengobona ke silandela u2014, sifuna ukubona ukuthi if ukuthi u2014 uyiSunday law, and then uzokwazi ukusinikeza ipicture yokuthi in the future njengoba silinde i-Sunday law njengamanje izobe injani leyo Sunday law. So remember ukuthi sidila nalama histories ayi-3 aba-priest, ama-Levites, ama-Nethinims, wonke lama history akulo line omkhulu, right, the 144,000 line. So sithi-ke lama history-ke alama groups ayi-3 njengobona 2014 uyi-Sunday law yaleya history yaba-priest. Sithe igroup yokuqala le uNkulunkulu azoyi-draw out or azoyi-call out. This is the first call. Ngithi yabo. So sithi-ke i-Sunday law yakhona 2014, and then the second call izobiza ama-Levites, second group, and then i-Sunday law yakhona ingo-2019 siyabona. And then i-group yesithathu lethiwa ama-Gentiles or ama-Nethinims, the world gospel mase iphuma emhlabeni, Sunday law yabo ingo-2021. So uyabona-ke sesidlulile kulama waymarks ngoba 2023 njengamanje la sikhona, and already 2014, 2019, 2021 bekwama-Sunday laws lawa kulabo line azosikhombisana i-nature yaleya Sunday law esiyilindile. Angithi uyabona. So this is the history of the whole world ekugcineni komhlaba. And so i-Sunday law yakhona iyona lesiyilindile. So you can see 2021 ukuthi nangi la simbona khona, nangi 2019. 2019 is the increase of knowledge, siyabona, and then 2021 is the formalization, and then bese kuba yini Sunday law. Shukuthi lama waymarks lawa azosinikeza more information. This is the increase of knowledge about what? About the Sunday law issue, siyabona. So yonke esidila nayo le, yona into esifuna ukuyilandela, right? Sibuye size la. So sithi njalo sithi ke bekade sifuna ukubona ke ukuthi ke just before 2014 kwenzekani. Enanisitholile ukuthi khona ama-issues enzekayo lapha ya. Ama-issues anjengani. Again silandela leya pattern from 2001 to 2014. You have 2009 increase of knowledge, formalization, and then 2014 test. 2009, 2012 formalization, and then 2014 test. So vezileke, so lokho siziphinda lezi zinto ukuze zigcine zihlele engqondweni zethu. 2001 siyamazi, this is ile issue emayelana nobani no Islam, because there's this angel which is coming down from heaven to empower the message of this history. The message iqale ngo-1989, and so this whole history, this history here issue, it's about Islam, because Islam which is distressing the nations. We are no susa luluchugu for war, and so uzobona ukuthi 2001 Islam ngesandla sika Bin Laden, terrorism le bazobomba ama-towers in New York, right? Le event ke ya 2001 leyo emarka ukuthi the third war has begun. Angithi yabo, because according to Revelation chapter 11, the third war is coming in the future. So mofundo Revelation chapter 11 verse 14 to Allah, the second war is past, and behold, the third war cometh quickly. So we know ukuthi the second war was in 1840. Mesikhuluma ngehistory yama-Millerites, right? 1840 history Millerite, because you have 1798 time of the end, and then 1840 history Millerite. So the second war ended in 1840. Bese kuthiwani, behold, the third war cometh quickly. So, but we know ukuthi because these people bebengekho ready, and so izikhathi zihambile zafika kuthina-ke njengamanje, and then we're marking the third war ngo-2001, and so sithi-ke lezi zimpi-ke futhi ziqalile-ke manje. We are marking Islam, because the second war was about Islam. And so Luke chapter 21-25, this is the distress of nations. Okuwukuthi is a symbol efanele ibe khona mokhuluma ngokubuya kwaKristu. One of the symbol yokubuya kwaKristu is the distress of nations. Lezi zimpi lezi, rumors of war, wars, izimpi. But bese ibizwa ngokuthi la it's a war. A war, it's about this war. Angithi uyabo khulunywa ngezimpi la. So sikuleyo nto 2001, and then we have this increase of knowledge. 2009 sithe increase of knowledge ngani nge-2520, and then bese ke leyo 2520 yakhula iba formalized 2012. Segui time setting, abazalwane they are using it 2520 ukwenza i-time setting, and so manje they will predict time ngo-2012 ukuthi ngo-2014 there's a Sunday law using i-2520, using i-symbol ye-2520 esithe ubani, it's a 126 usakhumbula. The 126 is a symbol of it 2520, angithi. And so sithi we use 126 from 1863. Seventh-day Adventist Church mayingene ebumnyameni, right? Mayingene ebumnyameni ngo-1863, and then we apply 126 years bese ebumnyameni, because we're dealing with the history of the 10th, the remnant. According to Revelation 12 verse 17, the dragon was wroth with and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. And then bese sikhuluma Isaiah chapter 6 verse 13, the 10th, the remnant. Revelation chapter 11 verse 13, it deals with the remnant, not 1260 years. Abazungene ebumnyameni for 1260 years, just like history before 1798, angithi bangene ebumnyameni for 1260 or 1260, because we're dealing with the history of the remnant. So it's a 126. 126 is the 10th of the 1260. So sithi 126 is this we symbol ye 2520, because mesifuna Daniel chapter 5, mene tekel ufarsin, sithe those are shekels, weights, measurements lawa, mene 50 tekel 1 shekel, ufarsin 25 shekels, uwahlanganisa wonke you get 126 shekels, angithi uyabona. So the 2520 leyo, because 126 times 20 ikunikeza 2520, siyabona. So ke lo 126 uye lo manje simsebenzisayo, mo edda u126 ku-1863 Seventh-day Adventist ingene ebumnyameni, izophuma nini? Izophuma ngo-1989. So this is the time of the end. So this is how we know Yenye indlela, one of the ways we know ukuthi ngo-1989 it is the time of the end. There's going to be an increase of knowledge. Siyabona. So this is why, 1989, like in our history, it is the time of the end, right? So 126, thatha lo 126 ke manje sifuna ukuyothola lo 2014. Remember, sifuna ukuthola lo 2014 simthole kanjani ukuthi uyi-Sunday law. Sithe there was a Sunday law ngo-1888, at least an attempt to make a law, a Sunday law. So i-Congress la, or ama-Protestants in America, azama to make a Sunday law, right? So sithi-ke yenye yezinto esifuna ukuyiprova namhlanje ukuthi bekwenzekani ngo-1888, because if u-1888 ubezoba i-Sunday law, so beka ufaka 126 ku-1888 ukuthatha kubeke phi? Ukuthatha kubeke ku-2014. This is how we know ukuthi 2014 has to be a Sunday law in our history. Noma ngabe yini eyenzekayo ngo-2014, but it's something to do ne-Sunday law, because this was this first attempt yokwenza i-Sunday law ngo-1888. This is why Ellen White wanikezwa this book ekuthiwa i-Great Controversy ngo-1888. This 1888 version esilokhu siyisebenzisa was designed ukuthi prepare abantu ngale period, ngalesi sikhathi se-Sunday law. This is why sikhuluma nge-Sunday law namhlanje, because leya bhuku Great Controversy yiyo ewonisha nge-Sunday law. Siyabona. And this Sunday law was in 1888. Ilokho sikushoyo. At least one of the major waymarks, because uzuthola ukuthi there are other Sunday laws kule history, like 1893, but it's where see not namhlanje. But you got that this 1888 is the major waymark, because base be debated this Sunday Sabbath issue at Congress. The Congress is a parliament, it's the greatest parliament in the world, America. So a parliament elikhulu kuleli eAmerica could discuss one ngo-1888 i-Sunday law. Ama-Protestants afuna ukuphusha i-Sunday law ukufaka umthetho ozoqindezela bonke abantu ukuthi ba-worshiphe on Sunday and to keep these Sunday laws abeza nazo ezizocindezela Seventh-day Adventist nomuntu ofuna ukugcina isabatha kule history. And so sithi-ke this is a major waymark. This is why kuze kwabhalwa ngayo with Great Controversy, banikezwe ibhuku elizoba prepare for this history. Sithi-ke you add 126 izokuphonsa ku-2014 lonto, we are here ku-2014 njengoba sikhuluma nje, right? Sithi ukudila kancane nje nalo 1888. So funda American Sentinel, incwadi ke le by A.T. Jones. So A.T. Jones omunye ke wama leading brethren we Seventh-day Adventists, these finest men of Seventh-day Adventists around this history. One of abazalwane abasetshenziswe kakhulu uNkulunkulu kwi Seventh-day Adventists. So bebhala izincwadi and nokufoma ama-doctrines and truths Seventh-day Adventists, ukulida ibandla into a right direction, though ekugcineni nawo kuzoba khona ama-mistakes abawenzayo, but-ke ngomusa kaNkulunkulu we have a prophetess, right? So American Sentinel, this is American Sentinel, January 21, 1892, page 19.8. So history ke ibalisa story ke se history yango 1888 le yonke lento esikhulumayo. The Seventh-day Adventists have written, printed, and distributed more pages of literature advocating the abolition of all Sunday laws and giving the facts and arguments in favor of the entire and complete divorce of church and state. So kuthiwa kama-Adventists awahlala ngaphansi ke abiza abhala amaphepha aprint literature la advocate i-abolition yama-Sunday laws. Ayalwa ukuthi these Sunday laws azanayo i-government manje nawo influence ama-Protestants mayiphele futhi mawangabikho, and futhi makudivorcwe i-church and state. They are not quiet about this. So notheke le nto ukuthi i-Seventh-day Adventist Church le yangalesi sikhathi yango-1888 was not quiet, yayingathulanga ibuka ugovernment eforma this alliance between church and state. Yabona? So but enye study ke lesi, but you will know ukuthi today ama-Adventists namhlanje we are happy sibukele nje i-America, this Protestants forming this alliance, this government, this alliance between church and state. We are not vocal about it. Ayikho into esiyishoyo esiyimemezayo. We are not even printing literature or distributing anything opposer le nto esiyibona yenzeka today. We are not even aware. In fact, we are working together with these bodies. So, but kodwa la kuthiwa la the Seventh-day Adventists have written, printed, distributed more pages of literature advocating the abolition of the Sunday laws and giving the facts and arguments in favor of the entire and complete divorce of church and state in any 1 week during the past 3 years. And then the American Secular Union and all its auxiliaries have ever distributed from the day of its first inception up to the present hour. So, they are advocating this abolition of these Sunday laws. So far from suppressing free thought or strangling free speech, Seventh-day Adventists are honest, zealous defenders of free speech. Their leading ministers have attended our conventions and from our rostrum most ably and eloquently advocated and defended the justice of the 9 demands. So, khulunywa ke ngalabo abazalwane ke these leading ministers jebasishilo, A.T. Jones particularly, Alonzo Jones owayekade kuwuye ohamba phambili kulama issues. The Seventh-day Adventists have a record upon the Sabbath and Sunday observance question that is plain and unmistakable. Their position is a matter of public and national record. Ayaziwa ngalento ama-Adventists ukuthi balaba bantu aba against lama Sunday laws. This is 1888 we are discussing, right? Baya opposa le effort yama Protestants sebenzisa these lawmakers to pass these Sunday laws, right? Their position is a matter of public record, public and national record, the record of the Senate of the United States. Bese ke kuthiwa ke sanikwi quote ukuthi ke siyobona ke this 50th Congress second session message of documents number 43 pages 775 202. Nansi ke quote sesifikile ke kuleyo quotation ezositshela ukuthi kwenzekani la, because sifuna ukuthola ipicture yokuthi kwenzekani ngo-1888 ama-Adventists la kuthiwa they are fighting these Sunday laws. Angisiyabona this union of church and state eyenzekayo njengamanje la We are trying to prove 1888 ukuthi is a Sunday law, or at least was going to be a Sunday law. If it passes, or it's a major milestone, you implement the Sunday law. Now I quote, on December 13, 1888, the United States Senate Committee on Education and Labor held a hearing upon the bill for a national Sunday law, introduced by Senator Blair, who was chairman of that committee. So nangu Senator Blair, chairman wale committee, 1888 December 13 bahleli ke-Congress kuzoshaywa ibill la ufaka umthetho wale Sunday law, right? At that hearing, the Seventh-day Adventists were officially presented by their honored and accredited exponent, Alonzo T. Jones, editor of the American Sentinel. Before that committee, this very point was brought out clearly as distinct over and over again. So, ama-Adventists represent you akhona la kule committee ehlalelwe la representwa ubani Alonzo Jones, right? Uye-ke ozo-defender this Sunday issue ukuthi mayingenzeki this Sunday law abafuna ukuyiphasa la, right? I give brief quotation, nayike quotation sozo dialogue ke manje eyenzeke Congress between Alonzo Jones no Senator Blair. Senator Blair uthi, would it answer your objection in that regard if instead of saying the Lord's Day we should say Sunday? So ngizama ukuletha ipicture nje ukuthi ke into ebangwayo la is this Sunday and kuyaphikiswana. I'm not going to go into details ukuthi bekwenzekani before, but ngifuna nje ulalele nje Alonzo Jones nange ephendula. No sir, if this bill were framed in behalf of the real Sabbath of the Lord, the seventh day, the day which we observe, if this bill proposed to promote its observance and to compel men to do no work upon that day, we would oppose it just as strongly as we oppose it now. Because the argument, okay, njengoba nina nizolwa la, nizophikisa iSunday, right? Ukuthi mayingenziwa le Sunday law ngoba naku nama Sabbath keepers nina ngithi. So yiyo le nto nizophikisa. If bekuthiwa isabatha lenu leli soliphasisa la, benizothini? uBlack osho njalo, ukhipha lo argument. Uthini uJones? Uthi no, even if bekuthiwa le mthetho enifuna ukushaya namhlanje benifuna ukuthi mak-enforce iSabbath, li-enforce iSabbath ukuthi kube yile lizokwenza umthetho, still mina Jones bengizobe ngila ngizo-oppose lo nto, because argument fanele understand into ekuliwa nayo la, it is church and state union. Doesn't matter ukuthi ifavor bani, noma ngabe ngathiwa amasabatha iwona petty government afuna uku-enforce i-law phezu kwabantu, yabona. So noma ngabe ama-Catholics or ama-Protestants enforce i-law ye-Sunday phezu kwabantu, still i-wrong law, because ithatha i-freedom of speech. Khona ozothola seyikhonza ngenkani noma ese-observer usuku lomunye umuntu nenkolo yomunye umuntu engazange azikhethela. So yonto esilwa nayo ke leyo la. So ke uveza lelo point kuJones. Then angizoyikhatha la, angizungena into details, but i-point la lento esiyenzayo la is to give a picture ukuthi ubone ukuthi this 1888 it's a Sunday law, because kukhulunywa ngalomthetho manje they want to pass this Sunday law. All right, cabanga ukuthi kezwakala. So ke sa-add 126 wasinisa ku-2014. So this is why sithi ke manje 2014 has to do nento enokwenza ne-Sunday. So sikulonto, right? And then ke sithi siyambona ukuthi 126 2014 simthola kanjani, right? Bese ke manje sifuna ukuthi ke ngempela ke sibheke ukuthi ke kwenzekani ke ngo-2014, right? And so into esishilo ke ngo-2014 nangabe usakhumbula ke quote Great Controversy page 442 paragraph 1 and 2. And so kudiscusswa la kudiscusswa ngo-Revelation 13 ukuthi le lamb like beast, angithi sikhulume lamb like beast eqhamuke nini ngo-1798 sathi this is United States of America, right? Iphethe izimpondo ke and ezimbili. So lezi impondo ezimbili ke sithi this is Protestantism and Republicanism, or this separation of church and state. So sithi ke lamb, so claim uKristu at the same time this is an infant country, nation, izwe elikhulayo. But you got the manje, it will speak as a dragon. Usayikhumbula leyanto, Revelation 13 verse 11. She said the speaking of a nation, according to Ellen White, this is legislation and judicial power. Angithi uyabona, because ila kushawa khona imithetho, ila interpretwa khona futhi le mithetho, siyabona. So ke manje sathi ke yonke esiyibhekile, if ufuna ukubona iSunday law is going to come with legislation, these legislative branches and judicial branches. Angithi khona manje besifunda ngo-1888 beyidiscusswa iSunday law at Congress. Angithi Congress is taking in parliament. Senator Blair is one of the lawmakers. Angithi lo funa ukupropose this bill ngo-1888, Jebu Alonzo Jones as a defender lord. So yonke le nto is happening in this legislative and judicial branch. So law section ye government kufanele uyithi pay attention njengamanje, siyabona. So manje sidiscussa ni 2014 tesiyenzile, sidiscussa ukuthi kwenzekani la. So safeza ukuthi 2009, if you look at these external issues, kwenzekani kuzobekwa Obama. Yangithi uyabo, this is this major milestone. Obama winile 2008 but uzoqala rule ke manje 2009. And sithi ke umhlola ke lo mkhulu, because umuntu omnyama lo ozophatha izwe lase-America, and uyazi ukuthi izwe labantu abamhlophe leli, and these are Protestants, and futhi bazibiza ngokuthi they are white Protestants bona. Ngithi uyabo, sikhuluma nge-white supremacy ke manje. So mengene etronini Obama uzoshape ama-affairs, bese kuthi ngo-2012 u-Obama uzokwakha ipolicy ekuthiwa yini iDACA. So sithe iDACA yini? Deferred Action for Child Arrivals. So sakhuluma ngani? Sakhuluma nge-immigration. Uyakhumbula ukuthi sikhulume nge-immigration ukuthi the problem ekhona njengamanje eAmerica la, it's this immigration, because khona labantu abasuka lapha ko-Mexico, they are crossing the border and then bafuna ukuzongena eAmerica. Angithi uyabo. So manje iproblem khona izingane thothi awumama bathile bangene nezingane zabo zisencane, yabona. And then uthola ukuthi lezi ingane manje sezikhulela emhlabeni wase-America. And then kuzoba iproblem ke manje ukuthi lezi ingane kuzodilwa kanjani nazo, ngoba zama-Americans manje kodwa manje aziwona futhi ama-Americans. So Obama uzolungisa loo nto ke ngalomthetho, ngale policy, ukuthi laba bantu somehow mabasizwe. So iDACA kithini ithi uyakwazi ukuthi uyi-applyele lento, and then bese ikunikeza 2 years lento ukuthi ungahlala ezweni ngaphakathi, futhi uzokwazi nokuthola i-permit, i-work permit, kusho ukuthi ukwazi nokusebenza manje, uyabona. But ifuna uloku uyi-renewa every 2 years lento le. And So iyona ndlela asiza ngayo Obama, as long ungenacala ungenama cases yonke leyo illegal right. So sithi-ke this is just one thing ebenzeka ayenze Obama lento. It's because khona i-act ekuthiwa i-Dream Act efailile. I-Dream Act ibithini yona? Ibithi ifuna ukuthi assiste laba bantu ukuthi bathole i-passage ukuthi bathole i-citizenship e-America. Uyayibona leyana? But kodwa ngama-Republicans, angithi uyakhumbula ukuthi sikhuluma ngama-Republicans la. You have Republicans, you have Democrats, angithi? The Republicans and the Democrats. So the Republicans, it's these white supremacists, these racist people, laba bantu onke ama-Protestants, everyone is here. Laba bantu abamhlophe abangafuni nezwe labo or abangafuni futhi to share, abathi lelizwe labantu abamhlophe, angithi uyabo? And so bayalwa ke bavalile ke bayivala bayichitha lento ukuthi mayingenzeki ukuthi labantu bathole i-citizenship, uyabona? And so ke manje Obama ke uzobe seyazama ukuthi ke manje at least ke makuzanywe ngale DACA, but nayo le DACA le ufuna ukuyi-expand ekugcineni ngoba inhloso ukuthi laba bantu mabathole i-citizenship, yabona? So ke manje sithi sidila naleyo history ke la yokuthi uObama uphusha leyo agenda, and ke these white supremacists, these white people, these Republicans babona lo mhlola ukuthi nanso-ke lento besiyibonile vele ukuthi lo muntu omnyama lo uzokwakha i-chaos vele. And ke manje ama-Republicans bazokwenza sure ukuthi bafanele bachithe uObama, and kufanele futhi benze sure ukuthi ama-Democrats angasawawina ama-elections in the future, because ngo-2016 from here 2016 khona amanye ama-elections, angithi uyabo? And so sidila naleyo history ke manje ukuthi you have this 2012 esikhuluma ngaye, right? And then you have lo 2014 esifuna ukuma-understand as a Sunday law, and then futhi ke unalo 2016 manje sikhuluma ngaye, khona ama-elections lapha. And uObama bamchitha ke manje nawo wonke ama-policies akhe la kule history, dila lapha naleya history, to make sure futhi ukuthi ngo-2016 kungasaba umuntu oyi-Democrat ozowina, ngithi uyabo? Kuwine ama-Republicans. And kufuneka ke futhi ke umuntu ke manje esizohamba ngaye siyoshaya lawo ma-Democrats kulama elections, angithi uyabona? So ke ila ke manje kufuneka leya ndoda ke bazoyithola ke indoda ke ekuthiwa uDonald J. Trump. So iyona ndoda ethembisayo ke le ukuthi hame singathatha leli thikithi lale ndoda sonke sihlale emva kwayo kule Trump train. Ayona ndoda yosikhulula ngo-2016. Uzozwa ama-Protestants sikhuluma ngalama apostate Protestants, right? These Sunday keepers, the evangelicals, if you like, babizwa kanjalo. uDonald Trump bambiza ngokuthi uyisavior yabo, yabona? uDonald Trump is a savior because uDonald Trump uzosave i-country njengamanje. I-country is going to the drain. This is a well view of these white people e-America ukuthi this country is going to the drain because liphethwe umuntu omnyama, ngithi yabo? So see, we need a savior. And bambiza ngoCyrus mase bese bembongelela ukuthi uCyrus lo, and uCyrus njengoba umazi ukuthi wabreak ama-gates aseBabylon ngesikhathi destroy ama-Babylonians. So uCyrus wabo lo. Right, so now into efanele uyi-understand there sithi ngo-2014, 2012, 2014 nangu-Obama uthi uzama ukuthi enze le policy efuna ukwenzelela noma ukuprotecta these mixed multitude, the disadvantaged people, ukuthi bathole le protection angithi uyabona. So lento ke sithi ke izovusa abantu abamhlophe ke manje ukuthi bame ngezinyawo ukuthi no ways ayizokwenzeka into enjalo. So sithe America ifuna uyipicture njengokuthi njengekhekhe, there's this khekhe elikhulu, this big cake, yabona, and kusho ukuthi wena mangabe umuntu omnyama or i-mixed multitude like Asian American or Indian American or Black American, yonke le if awuyena umuntu omhlophe wena kufanele udle kuleli khekhe, yabo. So leli khekhe elabantu abamhlophe. So manje mekungena u-Obama uzama izindlela manje zokuthi kuleli khekhe makudle nalabo abanye abantu, yabona. So abelungu ke bazosukuma ke manje ukuthi ngeke, yabona manje leli khekhe ke liyaphela ke manje, yabo. And so this is why ke manje nje ubona ke bazosukuma ke njengamanje to make sure ukuthi uObama lento ayenzayo ayiphumeleli. And ifanele kwenziwe sure ke manje ukuthi njengoba kuza ama-elections ngo-2016 fanele kube ukuthi ama-Republicans ama-Democrats angaphinda wine, angithi uyabona. So sithi ke ithi leyo nto ke njengamanje into ezokwenzeka la khona umuntu ufanele simazi njengamanje kuthiwa uMitch McConnell, right? So uMitch McConnell uyi-senator. So angithi into yase-America ihamba kanje, you have Republicans, you have Democrats, noma ikuphi nakwi-Senate bahlukene kanjalo, Republicans, Democrats. So Mitch McConnell uyi-leader yama-Republicans kwi-Senate, right? Because ngo-2014 ibona abane-majority, so they are leading this committee, angithi uyabona. So Mitch McConnell uyano in charge for i-Senate, lama-lawmakers. Uzokwenzani? Uzokwenza sure ukuthi uObama angakwazi ukunominate ama-judges, because angithi uyabona America more president une-privilege yokuthi kube uwe nominate ama-judges azoserva in this judicial system. Remember, sithe masibheka Sunday law, we are dealing with legislative and judicial system, these lawmakers and these judges interpreting these laws. So now Obama uthi uzama uku-appoint ama-judges, uku-nominate ama-judges. Problem ukuthi America as a president uzowa-nominate ama-judges, but kodwa manje kufanele aye phi lama-judges, aye kwi-Senate, kulama-lawmakers iwona afike enze i-voting, avote, adebate bese ku-appoint i-judge, yabona. So ke uMitch McConnell la ke ane-influence khona ukuthi hawu Obama noma nominate i-judge, but kodwa kumele afika la uMitch McConnell uzokwenza yonke imizamo ukuthi uyalichitha le judge, yabona. And so ke manje sithi ke siphezu kwaleyo nto ke ukuthi ke uObama ubesathi uzama ukunominate ama-judges, but kodwa mefika lama-judges lapha kwi-Senate azochithwa lama-judges, uyabona. So this is the game they are playing, ukuthi uObama akazuqasha ama-judges. And then bese kuba khona ke manje abantu abayi-3 esifuna ukukhuluma ngabo ke manje, uJeff Sessions, Stephen Miller, Stephen Bannon, right? Laba abantu abayi-3. So ithini indaba yalabantu? So khumbula ukuthi sithe into enziwa manje ukwenza sure ukuthi ama-Democrats angeke asawina, njengoba ziya kuma-elections ngo-2016, and la madoda-ke azele yona loo nto-ke to make sure ukuthi ukuze loo nto yenzeke, we need to ukuthi kushapewe i-politics, kushapewa manje i-politics yase-America, siyabona. And so i-problem ye-America, i-problem ekhona la ukuthi njengoba sisho ukuthi-ke e-America-ke you have ama-political parties ayi-2, Republicans and Democrats. Since 1989, kusho ukuthi uba president uGeorge W. Bush senior, angithi yabo, uyi-Republican. And then ngenye itheme elandelayo kungena ba? Kungena uBill Clinton, uyi-Democrat, uyabona? Kuyashintshwa. Then phinde futhi kwitheme elandelayo kungena bani? uGeorge Bush Jr., ingane yalomunye, uyi-Republican, uyabona? Phinde futhi ngetheme elandelayo kungena bani? Ngo-2008 kungena 2008-2009 ngena uBarack Obama, uyi-Democrat. So beloku eshintshana kanjalo lama presidencies, eshintshana kanjalo nje, angithi yabo. So kukhona leya nto ke yokusebenzisana, angithi yabo, yokuthi noma singaba ama-parties are different, ama-policies zethu are different, but at the end of the day sama Americans, so khona lokhu akusebenzisana, uyabona. But kodwa manje khona into, there's something singabafundi besiprofethi ekufanele siyi-understand eyenzekayo njengamanje e-America la sukela ngo-2009, 2012 particularly ziya ku-2014 manje, ukuthi khona umoya oqhamukayo manje omusha ongazange ube khona e-America, uyabona. And ithi manje leya nto njengoba bekade besebenzisana all these years, and ama-Republicans manje ase-determinile manje ukuthi asazosebenzisana nalabantu because izwe liyaphi, it's going to the drain. Bheka manje sekuphethe umuntu omnyama, yabo. So kusho ukuthi siyaphi la, siya kwi-drain, and manje fanele wonke umuntu omhlophe asukume ukuzobhula lo mlilo, sizoqeda lo mhlolo, because akwazi ukuthi izwe lingaphathwa umuntu omnyama ezweni elimhlophe. Can you imagine ukuthi sisuka kwi-slavery, sisuka umuntu omnyama wayeyi-slave efike e-America, yabona. Ngo-1619 abantu abamnyama befike e-America, they were slaves. But manje 2009 umuntu omnyama say-president. This is a major milestone, major waymark, in fact, ukuthi ke manje kuzosukuma kwamuntu manje to make sure ukuthi we need to put an end to this. So la madoda ayi-3 ke azokwenza lo msebenzi ke njengamanje to ukuzoshape i-politics ukuthi lama Republicans futhi understand ukuthi manje it's a different new game. So meqhamuka la madoda qhamuka nenye theory ke khona theory ehleli vele isikhona ke manje la ekuthiwa i-great replacement theory, ibizwa kanjalo. So kuthiwa la bathi labantu kukhona iphulo noma iplot yokuthi umuntu omhlophe maka replacewe ngomuntu omnyama, yabo, or replacewe ngale mixed multitude njengoba sibala. So if singabhekanga seabantu abamhlophe sizo end up sima slaves, yabo. So we need to put a check on this. So we need to be strong, not weak. So manje kusho ukuthi abantu aba-weak la they must be phased out, fanele bephejiwe, bekhishiwe. So kufakwe abantu abawonke amalukhuni, yabona, abantu abangazusebenza nama-Democrats, because khona abantu la abathi bona, we can work together with Democrats, no big deal, yabona. So monjalo ufuneki. For example, khona umuntu manje la 2014 lo simdiscussayo, Eric Cantor. So Eric Cantor is this influential person la ekufanele asusiwe, because Eric Cantor akanawo lwamoya wenkohlakalo, lwamoya we-racism or lwamoya wencindezelo, no. So abantu abanjengo Eric Cantona mabasuke, yabona. So ke labantu abayi3 ke bazohlangana ngo2012 badla idina khona idina bebeyidla ngo2012 beyidiscussa lento ukuthi hey we need to remove abantu abafana no-Eric Cantona, yabona, siba replace ngama racists, yabona, siba replace ngalabantu abanenkani abagcwele inkohlakala ngithi. So that was the work ngo2014 pushwa ilamadoda. Sikhuluma nge-immigration because indaba enkulu it's about immigration ngoba uObama uthi ufuna ukuthi expande lama policies ukuze akwazi ukusupporta the immigrants. So laba bantu babhekile lo mqondo ukuthi uObama nje befuna ukuthi afake lama immigrants because they want to replace us, right? So this is why uzozwa ke mefika uDonald Trump mefika ekhipha ipolicy yakhe etshela abantu ukuthi uzokwenzani, uzomuzwa uzothi the Mexicans are rapists, yabo. So ukuthi laba bantu abaqhamuka eMexico ibona abama rapists bazorape izingane zethu la, yabo. Ufaka lo moya ke manje ukuthi moya American bonke labantu abaqhamuka eMexico nabanye aphinde ngapha uthini ngapha the immigrants from Middle East, angithi those are terrorists, yabo. So kuphushwa le agenda ke manje ukuthi if you are an Islam, if you are a Muslim, you are a terrorist. If you are a Mexican, you are a rapist, you are a drug dealer, and the futhi wena you are not bringing value in this country, uzokwenza crime. So this is Donald Trump, this is lamadoda ayi3 agenda yama Republicans ke manje le entsha. But kodwa manje ama-statistics mawubheka ama-statistics ayikho supported leyo theory yokuthi labantu abama-immigrants benze crime. No. Ukudlula abantu abama-citizens. No, ama-statistics athi abantu abenze crime ama-citizens. Because ama-immigrants, mo-immigrant, yes, asiphiki ungakhona owenza crime. But kodwa most of those people ilabantu abafuna ukuzosebenza bondla iy'ngane zabo, angithi yabo. And futhi statistics sithi vele mawuthi uyafika eAmerica abantu abasebenza emaplazini these manual jobs, lama jobs angathi shu aphansi enziwa yilaba bantu ama-Americans ngeke aze wenze lama jobs. So i-statistics esikhona siveza ukuthi these immigrants by economic engine yase-America, yabo, ibona abaphampa umnotho, yabo, because ibona ababhizi bemba amazambane laphana benza zonke izinto beguqe ngamadolo lapha emaplazini besebenze ngezandla, ngithi yabo. So ama-Americans bona by middle class benza these lama jobs, yabona. So balapha kwi-urban abekho kwi-land kwi-rural. So this story sokuthi these immigrants are coming to take our jobs, it's a lie. So i-narrative ke manje iphushwa ilamadoda ukuthi this is their policy manje ukuthi makuhlohlwa abantu, angithi kuhlohlwa abantu, angithi ke manje. So ukhumbula sikhulume nge-HCL Cambridge Analytica ukuthi using technology, using Facebook, using all social media kuzokhishwa lama hashtags go Twitter everywhere. Liyonke leyanto ukuthi influence ukuthi hey nawubona ukuthi hey the country izwe liyathathwa ngempela and uDonald Trump is the savior njengamanje, yayibona leyanto. So this is where we are. So let's wrap up lento esikhulumayo ukuthi into fanele inote ke njengela simple nje kulezi zinto esizikhulumayo ukuthi you have lamadoda ayi3, Jeff Sessions, lawmaker le, Stephen Miller umsizi wakhe, Stephen Bannon urana news platform lo. So setshenziswa le news platform esithe Breitbart influence abantu through media, angithi yabo, nalabo zishaya imithetho, angithi zishaya imithetho lezi to make policies and support Donald Trump ngo-2016. Mitch McConnell yena ublock Obama ngapha ukuthi Obama angakwazi ukuphoint ama-judges, yabona. So sithi ke manje nangempela ke yonke into it is coming into place. Enye into esizoyifaka futhi la esithathu if space is khona, enye into esizoyifaka la khona into ekuthiwa i-Federalist Society. So Federalist Society inhlangano le yama lawmakers, lawyers, established in 1982, right? So but khona event ezo trigger something la ithi leyanto khona ijudge ekuthiwa uBock, right? This is Robert Bock, ijudge ngo-1987. uBock uzo nominatewa i-president ebeyikhona lesa sikhathi ekuthiwa uRonald Reagan. Just forget about details, but lalela nje story nje. So uRonald Reagan unominata ijudge njengoba sishilo ukuthi moye president eAmerica uwe onominate ijudge, right? But kodwa ukuqashwa kwaleli judge kudepende phi? Kudepende kwi-Senate. And manje Senate depending ukuthi ubani majority, ubani voice lapha at what time. So njengamanje la abantu abane voice ama-Democrats, yabo. So abantu abafana no-Joe Biden, lo namhlanje oseyi-president yase-America, i-president yase-America namhlanje uJoe Biden, right? Bekhona kule committee ngoba ubeyi-Senate ngaleso sikhathi. And so uBock, it's a well-known racist. Sikhohlakala esikhulu esaziwayo eAmerica. Term esinominator kwabona ngathi angeke if sizovumela lo muntu lo. If usizovumela lo muntu anominate akusho ukuthi izingane zethu ziyogcwala ejele zonke because isikhohlakala esikhulu lesi. Yabona? And then ke bazozama ngayo yonke indlela ke oJoe Biden lapha na bonke ecourt lapha, I mean kwi-Congress. Am I mix lezinto kodwa ukuthi uJoe Biden wayesekhona, I think wayesekhona, right? All right, so but you got the point lithi bazokwenza sure ukuthi uBock angayitholi appointment, and i-case yakhe yayi-public. It was a public stunt esimangalisayo ngendlela ukuthi ama-Republicans ngendlela ayi-interpreta ngayo leyanto ayi-interpreta ngokuthi hayi ngeke siyakhohlakalelwa la, because this is their guy. Ama-Republicans umuntu wawo lawaya and bafune ngenile vele ngoba uyaziwa ukuthi strong, yabo. So kodwa manje mungabe umuntu neutral uyabona ukuthi hayi yabona mekwaphatha lo muntu lo hayi ngeke akuzolunga. So the point is bamchitha uBock kwazanya yonke ibethu uzama ukumfaka, bamchitha uBock wanga-appointwa, yabona. Uzobona ukuthi this is a serious case esikhuluma ngayo. Ukuthi this is a serious case esikhuluma ngayo. Kuma-dictionaries ase-America kwaze kwaqanjwa igama elithile, i-definition ethile yaleli gama elithi lazi kwathiwa no leli gama malingene kuma-dictionary Bock. So you can go to a dictionary, American dictionaries, ubheke la gama line definition Bock. Mengithi you've been bocked, kusho ukuthi uketuliwe futhi uchithiwe. So anyway, this is how important it is le event. So ama-Republicans ke athi mebona lesehlakalo ngo-1987 kwathiwa ngeke we need to make something la kufanele senze something la ke manje kuzo galvanizwa lenhlangano ekuthiwa i-Federalist Society, inhlangano yama lawyers le athi ama Republicans sizozama indlela manje yokuzikhulisa and futhi to make sure ukuthi sizokhanda kuzokhandwa umbutho ke manje wokuthi if wena uzoba yi-lawyer or if uzoba yi-judge uzoba yini kufanele kube ukuthi uphekwe ile nhlangano and futhi i-gateway kusho ukuthi wena mozofanele ungene kulama judges lezi izikhundla lezi ezibalekile zama judges uyabo kufanele kube ukuthi wena uyinhlanga ukhona kule nhlangano ekuthiwa i-Federalist Society if awukho kule nhlangano ngeke uthole umsebenzi. This is how influential laba bantu ngendlela abayiyo kusukela njengoba sisho kusukela 1987 kwaqalwa leyo nto yokuthi sekubonakala ukuthi there's a war la ngoba babone ngendlela elichithwa ngayo le judge ukuthi angeke balwa nathi la njengoba ngishilo ama Democrats wona wanakanga azitshela ukuthi hayi politics laba bantu bona bapush igrudge bona yabo igrudge yokuthi we need to make sure as Republicans ukuthi we take over the system of the United States of America once and for all and mase siyithathile ama Democrats angaphinda ithole. So ifuna ukuthi we understand the politics yase-America ke manje because njengoba sikhuluma nge-Sunday law you need to understand ukuthi kwenzekani e-America because njengamanje lento they've been kade beyisebenza lento kudala ukuthi njengoba Mitch McConnell eblock uObama njengamanje ukuthi angaqashi lama judges awafunayo so pushwa the same agenda yale Federalist Society ukuthi akho judge elizoqashwa elingazange liphekwe la because ijudge efanele lingene ijudge eliphekwe laba bantu ukuze kungene leli judge eli racist right leli judge eli sexist uyabona so leli judge leli eliphusha lengqondo yalaba bantu. So this is why ke manje uzobo Donald Trump mase esezoqashwa uzomlalela ke kuma campaigns akhe ngesikhathi ecampaign akhe manje ukuthi uthi uzosenzelani ke meke samqasha yabo so khona la uzomuzwa kahle uDonald Trump in fact uzobe sephethe list yama judges ngoba uyazi ukuthi kufunwani labantu bafuna lama judges zabo wayiphethe list ethi yabona beke nangiqasha kusho uDonald Trump ngizon-appointela lama judges yabona nangu ama judges angithi lama judges eniwafunayo lama judges encindezelo and so leyo list yaverifywa yilaba bantu ukuthi yes le list i-right bonke labantu if we're talking 400 judges la around ukuthi ngoba ama judges le ukuthi nje bezongena esihlalweni Donald Trump abese qasha lama judges kusho ukuthi ne-America noma ungangena komuphi umnyango uzofica leli judge and lama judges azobe khuluma the same language ye racism ye sexism because lama judges claim ukuthi ama Christians. Remember ukuthi sikhuluma ngani la sikhuluma white American Christianity la kahle kahle lento ekuthiwa i-Protestantism ayisilo siyibiza kanjani angithi sifunde i-Book of Revelation la ukuthi kuthiwa le lamb inezimpondo ezimbili angithi and Ellen White utheme ichaza ukuthi njengoba le lamb inezimpondo ezimbili isho ukuthini lento yimvu le uqala kusho ukuthi amaKristu lawa ngithi because imvu siyazi imvu a lamb represent Christ angithi so kushuthi abantu izwe leli elizibiza ngokuthi li maKristu and ama Americans afika zibiza ngokuthi amaKristu angithi so kuthiwa futhi it's an infant nation njengoba i-lamb it's a small sheep so izwe lisakhula angithi then bese liba nezimpondo eziwu2 esithe yini ama-powers ase-America ahlukene you have republicanism and protestantism ngamanye amazwi you have church and state separated this is why izimpondo ziwu2 angithi so because izimpondo zihlukene yabona so ipower yase-America ihlukene church matters one side state matters one side So ayihlangene lento. It's not a combination of church and state like the papacy angithi yabo. Because the papacy, what is papacy? Papacy is the combination of church and state, with the church in control of that relationship. Yabona? That's papacy. This is where uzobona uPope ehleli throning, right? A ruler, the 10 kings of Europe, according to Daniel chapter 7. We know God to verse 8, 3 were blacked out, Kwasala 7, but still, nevertheless, ruler these 10 kings, right? So, it's the same principle. Because in 1798, the Pope is telling it's going to die. Or this deadly wound, ipele le kingdom, the papacy. Right? But you got that there's a new power coming out. United States of America, ngit. But you got that the United States is going to speak as a dragon, ngit. And then Ellen White have say, and I trust of the speaking of the dragon, and you see, explain. Because the speaking of the nation, and the speaking of the nation, it is through legislation and judicial. And it so this is the speaking. So the manje, if it speaks as a dragon, uthi Ellen White isayenzani manje le power manje? Because ayisayenzi ithi le nto ayisayenzi into eyishoyo. You claim to be a Christian, but kodwa manje this country begins to persecute God's people. You claim something else, but you profess something else, but your practices are different. So, this is the speaking of the dragon, because manje America izoshaya imithetho manje, imithetho ezocindezela abantu, right? Imithetho ezophikisana nalento abathi bona bamaKristu, right? So sithi mesikhuluma ngeSunday law, ilonto nje sikhulumayo. Ukuthi wena uyiclaim ukuthi umKristu, lento siyaziyo, lento iBhayibheli elithi hypocrisy. Angithi ukuthi wena uthi umKristu kodwa manje izenzo zakho azifani nalento oyishoyo. It's the same. It's just manje ukuthi sikhuluma ngama countries, uyabona? America iclaim ukuthi imaKristu, but kodwa manje imithetho ezoyishaya. This speaking, they will speak as a dragon. Imithetho abazoyishaya izophikisana nalento abayiclaimayo. Because sithe ngo-1888, uyakhumbula, bebefuna ukushaya umthetho. Umuphi lo mthetho befuna ukushaya? Umthetho we-Sunday law, okuwukuthi mase bewushayile uzokuforsa lo mthetho ukuthi wena you need to observe Sunday. Noma ngabe wena ukhonzaphi. Futhi manje kusho ukuthi ngenkani, yabo? So kusho ukuthi lesa spirit is a force. Angithi akusona ispirit saKristu lesiyana. Uyayibona le nto? So lesa spirit is a force ukuthi wena uzokhonza ngenkani. Ispirit esifanayo phela lesi uNebukadnezar masebona ukuthi hey oDaniel, oMeshach, Shadrach Abednego abashanga ngithi emlilweni. Sebona sebewu4. Sethini manje? Sethi ngithi wonke umuntu la kuleli izwe uzokhonza uNkulunkulu walabafana, yabo? And futhi nalapho uyatrainishwa futhi ukuthi mawungaba ufuni manje engathi khona ukuzokulandela. Yebo le spirit sokuthi ungisabisi. No, that's not the spirit of Christ. So uKristu ufuna umkhonze openly, voluntarily, yabo? So sisho le nto ke manje ukuthi ke ilonto sikhulumayo la ukuthi America will speak as a dragon, and this is amo explain nje ukuthi ipolitics yaseAmerica ihamba kanjani, ukuthi ke manje sebeqale lo nto ke manje ukuthi they are making sure ukuthi uMitch McConnell, ukuthi Obama akazukwazi uqasha ama-judges, Jeff Sessions, Stephen Miller, Stephen Bannon benza sure ukuthi uEric Cantor makaphume, because uEric Cantor uye lo onenhliziyo ethambile. Akafuneki umuntu onenhliziyo ethambile lapha. Kufuneka umuntu ogcwele inkohlakalo manje, yabo? Nangempela bamkhiphile uEric Cantor and then bafaka lezi zikhohlakali. So njengamanje ungabona manje abantu abagcwele laphana kwi-Republican Party njengamanje kwi-Senate izikhohlakali zodwa njengamanje. And yonke ke lento ipave indlela to appoint Donald Trump. Wa-appointwa ngo-2016, but asizukuya kuma-details a-2016. I-point esiza kulo sifuna nje ubone u-2014 ukuthi uyi-Sunday law. Uzombona ngani u-2014 ukuthi uyi-Sunday law? Because ila zimbili nje izinto ofuna uzibambe lezi zishoyo ukuthi u-Obama akakwazi ukuqasha ama-judges la, and this is judicial, right? uMitch McConnell uyena lo oblocka u-Obama ngithi ukuthi angaqashi lama-judges, right? And then siphinde sithini sikhulume ngalamadoda ayi-3 ukuthi kuphejwa this Republican Party angithi manje. So sithi ke manje yonke lento imayelana nale legislation nale judicial, because once uTrump wafika wa-appointa lama-judges, then ke manje la uzobona kahle ukuthi u-2014 was a Sunday law. But so ibona ezifundweni ezilandelayo ke leyo nto, because siku-2023 i-event eyenzeke last year ngo-2022 umthelela noma umphumela walento eyenzekala ngo-2014. Lama judges sikhuluma ngawo because uDonald Trump mefika uzofika izibhases khona ngibamblock uObama akakwazanga ukuqasha ama-judges, and then wafika uDonald Trump wafaka ama-judges akhe. And so njengamanje ama-judges acontrola e-America, i-Supreme Court inama-judges awu-9, awu-6 kula ama-judges ama-Republicans. So this is 6-3. Can you see the difference? 6-3. Amazing. You can't compete with this. 6 Republican judges, 3 Democratic judges. Whatever kuleya Supreme Court, be sure ukuthi kuyopasa ama-Republicans. Sizoya kuma-details in the future ukuthi leya nto ke ichaza ukuthini. But njengamanje sosivala lesi sifundo, ngithemba ukuthi kezwakala iningi into esishoyo, kodwa sizama ukuyixoxa lento ukuze ibe entertaining, ibe story, ube uyilalele, ube uyicosha kahle ezisichaza nje. So lamagama sizowajwayela wonke because amagama lawo esifuna ukuthi siwajwayele. So indaba iqala uObama ethi uzama ukufaka leya daka ethi wenzelela laba bantu, and then all hell broke loose. Uzavuka ke zonke izinto, kwavuka konke ke manje kuvuka nombani ukuthi we need to ukuthi leya nto so blocka leya nto enziwa lo muntu omnyama, yabona. So yonke leya nto masothi uyayilendela, it's about racism, it's about discrimination, that's all. So this is why ke uthi ke sithi ke mesikhuluma nge-Sunday law sithi sikhuluma nge-equality, uyabona, because mesikhuluma nge-discrimination, mesikhuluma nge-racism, because mesikhuluma ngento ye-immigration, into ye-racism leyo. So nokuqashwa kwalama-judges, nokuqashwa kwa-Donald Trump, uzobona ukuthi ke it is racism, and then izobe siyajika lento futhi ibe i-sexism, lento yokucindezelwa komuntu wesifazane, because yonke lento esikhulumayo iyalapho ekutheni lama-judges masehleli lapha in place kuzoya kucindezela umuntu wesifazane. Omunye ozocindezelwa ilo okuthiwa i-LGBTQ community. Yonke leyo nto ingegama eli-1, inequality. Lento yokungabheki abanye abantu njengoba ubheka abanye abantu, inequality. So this is why sithi ke there was a Sunday law ngo-2014, and so if ubheka le history elandelayo, there is gonna be a Sunday law ngo-2019, there's gonna be a Sunday law ngo-2021. So dila nalama Sunday laws azothi mase u3 kanje akunika isithombe sokuthi njengoba sikhuluma nge-Sunday law izobe njani. So ayizushintsha manje qhamuke seyenye into sikade mesikhuluma nge-increase of knowledge from 2001, 2019, 2021 sikhuluma nge-increase of knowledge, bese iqhamuka seyenye into isandelola esingazange siyibone la ikhula. So this is how we read, this is how we study ama-prophecies ediyonke uba uNkulunkulu afuna ukusivezela yona njengamanje la. So I hope kwanele kwanamhlanje sizosivala isifundo sethu. Amen.